New action in the battle over Donald Sterling's ownership of the LA Clippers basketball team. His wife Shelley is asking a judge to grant her the authority to sell the team, claiming that Donald Sterling is mentally incompetent, which he denies. KCAL 9's Randy Paige live in downtown LA with the day's developments. Randy.
Well, probably the most important development today is that the judge today said that he may not decide whether or not Donald Sterling is competent or incompetent, but rather only whether the terms of the Sterling family trust were properly followed. Attorneys for both sides say the questions that will be answered by the court in this case will have a huge impact on the proposed $2 billion sale of the Los Angeles Clippers. Will the judge only decide whether or not the terms of the Sterling family trust were properly followed and the two doctors who declared Donald Sterling mentally incompetent were properly licensed? Or will the judge determine the big question, whether or not Donald Sterling is mentally incompetent and therefore his wife should call the shots for the family trust? Donald Sterling's lawyers want the judge to answer the pivotal question of competency.
We think that there are some serious issues with the trust document itself, with the way that the examinations were done, particularly with our clients' medical records being disseminated to the entire world. There are a lot of issues that need to be raised. And so, again, I think the judge was clear. He said, hey, we need more input from both sides so that he can decide how long the trial is going to be and what the scope will be.
The attorney representing Steve Ballmer, the billionaire who wants to buy the team from Shelley Sterling for $2 billion, says his client will be satisfied if the judge never answers the question of Sterling's competence.
Not only satisfied, but delighted. We're delighted the judge got it, that this is a very simple issue. You know, this is a big, important deal, but the judge plays the cards. He doesn't play the money. And he knows we've got the cards. And the cards are, this trust says, you give me two doctors who say he doesn't have capacity, we're done, she's the trustee, and she can enter into that deal.
Waiting in the wings, the NBA, which has made it clear it would like the sale to Steve Ballmer to go through before the owners have to vote to force the sale of the team. Isn't there one more element here, and that is if this goes beyond the date that you would like, the owners will be forced to actually vote. And they don't want to do that, do they?
If it goes beyond September 15th, nobody's going to be happy. The trust, Mrs. Sterling's not going to be happy. The NBA and the owners are going to be forced to come up with a hard decision.
And as it stands right now, the trial is scheduled to begin on July 7th. It's expected to last about 4 days. But as the judge said today, if he's only determining whether or not the rules of the trust were properly followed, he might be able to answer that question in 10 minutes. Live in downtown Los Angeles, Randy Paige, KCAL 9 News.